What is up, guys? Datcalcioboi here. Today we're going to be talking about Juventus and Sampdoria. The game ended 2-0 in favor of Juventus. Goals coming from both Chiesa and Aaron Ramsey. Overall, a dominant performance from Juventus. The game wasn't killed off fast enough from Juventus given the first half that they had. Although Juventus had 62% of the possession overall in this game, I felt like in the first half they didn't really use it that well. They only came away with 3 shots on target overall in this game, as opposed to Sampdoria's 1 shot on target. It had 9 shots total with 3 on target. Sampdoria having 6 total with 1 on target. Juventus need to learn to kill games off sooner, and this is something they've struggled with probably the last 3 coaches that they've had. During Allegri's time, they were always too close for comfort. They always had like a 1-0 lead, and they would always push the boundary as to how much they could actually defend. Same thing with Pirlo during the games. Although we were gradually improving, I still am not that comfortable with a 1-0 lead, especially with the defense how it's been over this season. Although we've only conceded 12 goals this season, 3 came against Fiorentina, 2 came against Inter. Those were 2 big games where we conceded probably the most amount this season so far, without scoring. Overall though, I think the back played pretty well. We didn't see much from Bonucci, and I think that's mainly because Chiellini had a good game. Without Chiellini in that defense yesterday, I don't think we would have seen a clean sheet from Juventus, and we probably would have seen the scoreline closer to 1-1 if it weren't for that last-minute challenge that Chiellini made against, I believe it was Quagliarella. Chiesa on the left side did very well this game. We're starting to see him more centrally and take up the positions that are left when Ronaldo and both Morata drift. The thing I really like is when McKennie attacks, he attacks directly through the middle, and I feel like that's something that's been missing over the years with Juventus, specifically when we lost players like Vidal and Marquisio. There was no one to ever fill that gap, and I've already said this in one of my prior videos. I feel like his addition, bombing through the central, it opens up a lot of space for the attackers. Same thing goes for Chiesa on the left. He's making more central runs, just like McKennie, and Ronaldo's occupying more space on the left like he used to do as a winger, and Morata also you keep seeing drag left, drag right to create that chance. And that's the luxury that we have with these forwards, both Ronaldo and Morata. They're both able to play on the wings, allowing for our midfielders to then push up and, you know, take advantage of the space that's being left from both Morata and Ronaldo. I think slowly going through the season, Cuadrado is making me eat my words. Although defensively, I'm very skeptical with him, and I feel like he kind of makes a lot of mistakes throughout the season and throughout games. But overall, he's been doing well. Yesterday, Cuadrado provided his 12th assist of the season to Ramsey. Danilo, on the other hand, I felt like he had a quiet game, but overall it was solid. Didn't really do much wrong. Didn't really do much to stand out. And I just want to talk about the trio in midfield that we're currently seeing consistently now. Arthur on the left, Bentancur as a regista, and McKennie on the right. I feel like I think we found the midfield. Bearing any injuries and suspensions, this is the midfield that has to continue. We're starting to see confidence both in Bentancur and Arthur. McKennie has already been having a great season. Not only is Arthur becoming more confident, but we're starting to see him pass a lot more. We're starting to see him make forward passes that Pirlo was saying that he did not have. And instead of just running around in circles trying to hold on possession, he's actually using that possession to make forward passes and to drive the attack forward. Bentancur is one of those players that I feel like there's a lot of talent there. It's just he's a streaky player, and he's a player that's built off confidence. And he actually said it himself in an interview yesterday. I'm hoping that Pirlo, as a regista, as a former midfielder, is able to allow Bentancur to grow and to gain that confidence in what he has and what he possesses as a midfielder. Yesterday, we saw Bentancur launch an over-the-top through ball to, I believe it was Ronaldo, and it was reminiscent of what Pirlo was doing back under Conte. And overall in his career, it's something that we've really missed, and it's an added addition given Bonucci, although he is accurate sometimes with his long balls. Having someone in midfield capable of doing the same is going to allow Juventus to have another strategy or another outlet. If, say, Bonucci's marked or, say, Bentancur's marked, either or can do the same. If they're capable of doing that, we're not limiting ourselves to one player doing one thing. I thought it was a good game. Nothing crazy, but Juventus needed the win, and they got the win, and that's all that really matters. 2 goals, they got a clean sheet. Szczesny really didn't have to do much in goal. You know, he was solid. Again, no one really was like challenging. Quagliarella was shooting shots from like distance. Nothing really to scare Szczesny. The 4 players I really liked yesterday were McKennie, Chiesa, Morata, and Betancourt. Chiesa's just proving everyone wrong. Chiesa's proving the haters wrong. He came with a hefty price tag, and he just continues to impress. He has 7 goals on the season in only 22 games, as compared to, I saw a stat that said Douglas Costa had like 10 goals. I think it was in 103 games. People are calling Chiesa a pace merchant, that he doesn't do, he just scores tap-ins. It's just ridiculous to say any of those things. McKennie, again, he's just doing everything that we've missed in the midfield. He's just a solid performer. He makes those runs. He fights, he tackles. I just love the grinta in him, and it's something we've missed for a couple years now. Betancourt kind of reminds me of when Marquisio was playing as a regista. He has the passing range, and I feel like he's like kind of silky, and he has like I don't know, but I really like Betancourt. There's something about him that it just stands out to me, and he's still young. He still has time to improve. He just needs to gain the confidence, and he just needs to continue performing. Morata's just been one of my favorite players. From his first stint at Juventus, I've always supported him, and I followed him throughout his career. He's just someone that I just really like. He really puts everything on the field, and he fights for the team. He didn't get a goal, but he provided an assist. Came back recently from injury, and he's doing pretty well again. Overall, it was a good game. Just my closing thoughts, like I said prior, Juventus need to kill off the game a lot faster, and they just have to be more clinical. They have so much possession, and they need to make something of it. It's nice to hold on to the ball. It's nice to phase the opponent out of your own half. It's nice to phase the opponent out of the game. But without scoring and without creating chances, it's just, what are you doing with the ball? You're just holding on to it. And that's nice, but, we want a clinical Juve. We need a team that's going to kill off the game quick. We need that. Going forward, we need to make the most of our chances. And today, although we only had 3 shots on target, we had 9 overall. You need to make more of that. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. If you want to see more, subscribe. And if you like the video, drop a like and comment.